Good morning, everybody. We got up bright and early to go take some photographs of Petrified Forest National Park, where we are currently standing out front, in front of the gate. We're in front of the gate because it doesn't actually open until 8 a.m. So make sure you check the timetables of the park before you get there, so you don't have to be like us and stand in front of the gate for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, every park we've been to, you can go to where the visitor center is and stop there. So we thought we'd be able to do that today. We know that park opens gates open at certain times, so we've always done the early morning hours to avoid crowds, and turns out you can't do that. Yay!
So we're gonna go drive from the south entrance to the north entrance and hopefully find a gas station to get a Red Bull and a bathroom break along the way. So let's jump back in the car and head north.
Petrified Forest National Park is a place where time stands frozen in stone. Established in 1906 as a national monument and then receiving designation as a national park in 1962, Petrified Forest National Park spans over 220,000 acres in northeastern Arizona. The park's history stretches back millions of years when this land was once a lush, thriving forest teeming with life. During the late Triassic period, over 200 million years ago, this area was covered by a vast forest. Over time, trees in the forest fell, and due to sedimentation, they were buried under layers of ash and sediment. As centuries passed, minerals seeped into the wood, gradually replacing the organic material with stone, creating what visitors now see as petrified wood. But there's more to this park than just petrified wood. It is home to stunning vistas, colorful badlands, and fascinating archaeological sites, many of which we will see firsthand today on our visit.
Hello from Petrified Forest National Park. The gates finally just opened, so we are going to go make the long scenic drive to Blue Mesa?
Blue Mesa.
Blue Mesa,
That'll
and
be
go
our
for a
first time.
nice pretty hike early in the morning.
The Blue Mesa Trail is a 1-mile loop that drops 120 feet down into the heart of the Petrified Forest Badlands. You descend back in time, dropping below many different colored layers of sedimentary rock, each representing years into the past. While you'll see many examples of petrified wood scattered along this trail, it is not the main draw. The stars of the show on the Blue Mesa Trail are the bentonite hills striped with colors that seem to change as the light shifts throughout the day. Deep purples, blues, oranges, and grays decorate the landscape. As you weave around the formations of the Badlands, it feels otherworldly. The uniqueness of this location made it our favorite attraction of the day.
It's windy.
It's very windy.
It feels like you basically go to another planet once you drop down into the Badlands here, and they're pretty stunning.
Yeah, and it's really nice that the entire path is paved. I wouldn't really say it's wheelchair accessible because the first part is pretty steep.
It's really steep, and the pavement is a little rough as well, but it's nice to walk on.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep walking.
It's cold.
Windy.
I think I must have gone on the other side. That sucks. I just lost my favorite new hat. Flew off and landed down in the valley. So Arc'teryx, if you'd like to send me a new one, I'd be very appreciative.
We're taking shelter in one of their little sun kiosk things because it's basically gotten so windy that it's just dangerous to be out on the trail. It'll knock you off your feet. And when there's a cliff on the side, it's not ideal. So we're gonna go back to the car and enjoy this park from the vehicle.
I lost my hat.
Enjoy Lass's hat.
It's been very sad. I had that hat for 2 days. My brother gave it to me. And it's so windy that to pick the hat up and just flew it into a valley. You know, I don't want to be a bad steward of nature, so I'm going to leave it there and tell the park ranger and not go off trail to retrieve it. It's very sad. Agate.
So we learned from the last little trip outside not to wear hats. So pulled my hoodie over. We're gonna brave the wind to go see the Agate Bridge.
Agate! I think it's pronounced Agate.
Let's go check it out.
Looks more like a house than a bridge.
All right, so they added that concrete.
Are you sure, or is that nature?
It says right there.
Oh.
They added that concrete in 1917 as an attempt to preserve this, but eventually it will all crumble. Say.
So we're at the Crystal Forest parking lot. We're about to go for a nice little hike. But something that I thought was worth mentioning is there has not been a single bathroom anywhere in this park so far.
We just had an assumption that there would be restrooms at all the trailheads like we've seen at previous parks, but there aren't. So be mindful of that if you have to use the restroom.
Yeah.
So this walk is supposed to have a lot of the like petrified wood along the trail, and it also had a lot of parking. There were some spots for RVs, which was nice because we're along.
That's a moth.
I got spooked.
Ooh, there's a sign about dinosaurs.
This is another paved path, which again is really nice for just a morning stroll to take in the views.
Over 200 million years ago, this land was located around where present-day Costa Rica is. It was lush, green, and forested. In the millions of years since, its geographical location has changed, and so has its environment.
Just think of that. Now that.
The petrified wood found in the park and the surrounding region is made up of almost solid quartz. The trail through the Crystal Forest is a prime location to see petrified wood in all its glory. The colors and patterns are simply mesmerizing.
It's pretty big, but we can't wait to see the giant one.
We made a pit stop at the Rainbow Forest Museum Visitor Center to stamp our passport books and check out the exhibits.
It's a good name.
Located behind the building is the Giant Logs Trail, a 0.4-mile loop. The paved trail features some of the largest and most colorful logs in the park.
We are at Newspaper Rock, which is an outcropping of rocks outside of this parking lot that is full of cool petroglyphs. We're pretty excited, but it's really windy outside, so we thought we would do this introduction here so you guys could actually hear what we're saying. Now, let's jump out and go look at some petroglyphs. That lasted all of maybe 90 seconds because it's just too windy, it's not enjoyable.
Petrified Forest is the only national park site that contains a segment of the historic Route 66.
Inline 8. Hell yeah, brother. Got the power. Maybe 70 horsepower, maybe. You want to follow it?
No, I don't want it to hit the car.
Our final stop on our visit to Petrified Forest National Park was the Painted Desert Inn National Historic Landmark. This inn once served travelers along historic Route 66. Today it serves as a museum and gallery space, with visitor information, public restrooms, and a small shop.
We just finished up our day at Petrified Forest National Park, and we thought it was a fun half-day little adventure.
Yeah, I think it only took about a half a day. The wind really messed with it, so there were a few hikes that may be a little bit longer that we would have liked to do, but the wind was just brutal. It made it unbearable to be out there.
Absolutely. It was aggressive at times, to the point where I thought the car's doors were going to fly off when we opened them.
Or
I
the
was gonna
camera.
drop the camera. I lost a hat, as you guys saw, so it wasn't the most successful day, but, you know.
I think it was still really interesting to see. The Blue Mesa hike was so worth it. It felt like you were on another planet.
Yeah.
And yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And then I think this park really attracts like people who are interested into geology and people who are interested in like dinosaurs and fossils and things like that. I think I really enjoyed the dinosaur part of all the museums much more than anything else. Always fun. Always wanted to be a dinosaur kid.
Yeah. So if you're driving down, what is it, I-40, and you have time, it's definitely worth half a day just to drive through and just do the drive at least.
Absolutely. Especially like if you're already in like the Flagstaff Grand Canyon area. This is a short detour. It's worth it to cross another national park off your bucket list.
All right. Next week, we will be hitting up another park, and we hope you will join us.
All right. Bye, guys. What?
I was looking at myself.
Oh, that's good. Cool guy, Joe.
Now it's a video.
Oh. Well, I'm still a cool guy, Joe.
Oh, I'm vlogging.
What are you saying?
I was just walking,
Oh.
showing the wind.
Yeah, it do be winding. Why are you filming me? I'm filming you.
Because this shot's really pretty.
Okay? Big dino doo-doos. It's real windy. Why are you filming me?
I was just trying to get some cutaways.
I farted. Behind me are forest logs that have been petrified.
Whoa. That was good. Like one of them dipping birds.